All right, so right out of the gate, let's hear it. Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? Let me know in the comment section down below. Full disclosure, I am an introvert. That is where I'm at. That is my comfort zone. I don't feel a need to become an extrovert. That is where I'm coming from in this perspective. So the reason that this is even making, the reason I'm even making a video about this is because in the last couple of days, well, 2 days ago, Inman made a article about how introverts can overpower extroverts, or I'm sorry, the title was "Extroverts Beware." Artificial intelligence has given introverts the advantage. So that was Inman, and then just right now, Housing Wire came out with an article that has as a title, Yes, introverts can succeed in real estate. Here's how. So there's a lot of talk about introverts. There's a lot of that going on right now. So I just wanted to make this video and look at the introvert's perspective. So let's see what Inman has to say first, and then we can have a conversation of what this can mean for us. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, I want to get your opinion on this. So this article is courtesy of Inman.com. Extroverts, beware. AI is giving real estate introverts the advantage. So straight up saying that introverts are about to take over. So in contrast, introverts have faced significant challenges in this extroverted arena, this being real estate. The constant demand for engagement and pressure to be ever present can be overwhelming for those who thrive in introspection and deep thought. That can be true. Misconceptions about introversion have further marginalized these individuals, undervaluing their capacity for deep connection and thoughtful contribution. Yes, introverts possess unique strengths such as keen observation, analytical thinking, and preference for meaningful interaction, which are often overlooked in the fast-paced rhythm of social media. But anyway, we're not going to read through all of this. Just want to give you their perspective, the author's perspective from Inman on ways that introverts are taking advantage of AI, how thanks to AI, a lot of the disadvantages that introverts once had, whether that's communication, whether that's video, whether that's audio, whether that's connecting with somebody else that could be their client, those limitations are no longer there or have been significantly reduced thanks to AI. And in some respect, I do agree. So they go on to explain some different ways. So ChatGPT basically making written communication so much better and in higher quality, much faster. That's the ChatGPT perspective. So again, this is an Inman article, so go and check them out. Air.ai personalizing phone interaction. So it's making the phone much less intimidating, much more AI based, as opposed to an individual doing all of that phone heavy lifting. Hagen, enhancing video content. So this is where I would say that I split off a little bit from the introvert perspective. Now I feel pretty confident or comfortable speaking into a camera. It didn't start out that way for sure, but I feel this seems normal to me. Again, especially it would be completely different if I was having a conversation with somebody in the room than the camera, personally. But this is something I have to learn, and this is something I had to learn after thousands of videos later. Descript, which essentially is another audio component, but again, it has to do with artificial intelligence. So it takes a lot of the limitations that we as introverts were having and really limited them to where now we can surpass these limitations again that we were having as introverts, and have really given us an opportunity to exponentially grow our business through artificial intelligence. So in some respects, I do agree with this particular viewpoint. Now, Housing Wire, again, it's their title was, Yes, Introverts Can Succeed in Real Estate, and Here's How. So they give some strategies on how introverts can go about getting better in this particular industry. Have confidence in the person that you are. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Use scripts that don't sound like scripts. So for us introverts, being perceived as inauthentic is challenging. It bothers us. We want to not only be perceived, but actually be authentic, because that's essentially, we derive a lot of value in that meaningful connection. in just being able to have deeper conversations, deeper connections with individuals, as opposed to what we see the extroverts doing. If you're an extrovert, sorry, but as opposed to what we feel introverts are doing is just being superficial in many regards. Again, if you're an extrovert, let me know in the comment section down below. But from an introvert's perspective, there's a lot of qualities that I wish that I had from an extrovert's perspective, but there's some that I don't really care for. I'm comfortable where I'm at the moment. Recharge your mental, emotional, and spiritual batteries every day. This one particularly today was quite challenging for me because this is I've been, I think, what did I drive? Like 300 miles today, just like in the normal day. I live in Dallas, Fort Worth, so I live south of Fort Worth, went to Plano, went to Arlington, Mansfield, back to Arlington, Grand Prairie, south of Fort Worth again. So I've been all over the place, and it really has been having communication or being in contact with other individuals, which is challenging for us introverts, and being out there as much, because that is a depletion of battery very, very quickly. Introverts, we need a bit of time to recharge. So for me, I couldn't wait to get home, not because I wanted to not be on the road, but it was because I wanted to be on my own per se. I wanted to recharge on my own. Accept and embrace the fact that you will hear no more than yes, and that no is not never, it's just not now. So we take the no's, the rejection, pretty personally. we take that into our identity. So it's very challenging for us to hear no. And we perceive, again, the extroverts, like they're used to going out there, going for it, speaking up when there's something that is bothering them, or speaking up whenever there's something to be said, and being uncomfortable. It would be super uncomfortable for us. For the extrovert, we feel that that's their natural rhythm, that's their natural state. So, and again, going back to me, I don't necessarily need to project, but that's a quality that I wish that I had. I wish I was more vocal. I wish I had the ability to be more, be out there a little bit more, and be comfortable in the uncomfortableness. Act as if you're an extrovert without losing yourself. So I agree with these. Again, this is more of a lighthearted article. This is something that had been I saw an article on Inman, and then very much the next day, Housing Wire came out with one. So I thought it was an interesting conversation. I like the AI twist that was introduced by Inman, in how, ChatGPT is allowing us to go a lot quicker, a lot faster, because for us, for the most part, we are very strategic, us introverts, that we're looking for ways to, let's just go ahead and face it, not have to talk to somebody, not have to go out and be people. One of the things that you're going to hear introverts say a lot is, I have no problem speaking to people within certain time blocks, if you will. If I'm spoken to, have no problem connecting with individuals. Where I have problem is initiating. Where I have a challenge is going out there and being that first person to basically say the first word. If you're speaking with me, or if you talk to me, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna have carry a conversation. Generally, we're gonna try to take it into a deeper conversation so we can connect and just be more thoughtful that way. But as far as us going out of our way to speak to that person at the Starbucks line, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna pay by our mobile app and keep it moving. But either way, again, this is more of a interesting conversation. Let me know again in the comment section. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Do you think extroverts are crushing it in real estate more than introverts? Or do you think introverts are using their strategy or strategies, especially now with artificial intelligence, to maybe have a leg up on the extroverts? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you tomorrow.